First, she will look up in the air, roll her eyes, and then all of a sudden act like she just came up with a really intelligent response. But it was really all planned in the first place.
Coming to you, her point of view. It's the Patsy Hoolahan Show.
Well, today we're going to talk about the sourpusses on the television show The View. Yes, in particularly Sunny Hostin. Oh my goodness, that woman just gets to me. Every time you ask her a question about anything that might make anyone on the left look bad, she immediately switches it to, yeah, but Trump did this. Yeah, but blah, blah, blah.
Is it time for Cuomo to go? Or should people wait and see what comes from the investigation? How about you, Sonny? What's your feeling?
First, she will look up in the air, roll her eyes, and then all of a sudden act like she just came up with a really intelligent response. But it was really all planned in the first place.
You know, I just think it's interesting that we're talking every week, feels like practically every day, about Cuomo, and asking him to step down and asking him to resign without truly due process, without investigations, which are ongoing, having been held, yet we're not talking at all about Governor DeSantis in Florida. We're not talking about Governor Abbott, I believe, in Texas. We're not talking about the South Dakota governor. We're not talking about any of those governors in states that I think it's alleged in Florida that DeSantis has hidden numbers of the deaths there. You know, we're not talking about those issues, but we're only hyper-focused at this point on Governor Cuomo. And I think as members of the media, we need to examine that and examine why that is happening. And I'm just surprised that it just continues and continues and continues.
So when she's somebody's lawyer, does she try to tell the judge that, well, somebody else did the same crime, so my guy should get off? It's a little bit crazy, don't you think?
And continues and continues and continues and continues.
So, Sonny, does Trump deserve any credit for the vaccines, do you think?
Well, I think that the former disgraced, twice impeached, one-term president deserves credit for the mismanagement of the pandemic. He deserves credit for the anti-masking movement. He deserves credit for the incredible campaign of misinformation. He deserves credit for the big lie of election fraud. He deserves credit for the death of I think of many more people than needed to be. But in terms of the vaccine, when you really look at the numbers, Joy, I don't think he deserves credit for that at all. I mean,
here's what she had to say about the passing of Rush Limbaugh.
Well, you know, I've been listening to everyone, sort of eulogizing Rush Limbaugh. And I remember listening to him as a kid growing up. And for me, he just normalized hatred. He normalized racism. And, you know, I think he really weaponized white male grievance. He sort of hardened these like rural white listeners, people, sitting in their trucks and in the middle of America and in the South, and, listening to Rush Limbaugh. And I mean, this is someone who called, our President Barack the Magic Negro. This is someone who talked about an NFL football game as, a gang match between the Bloods and the Crips. To me, that's not something to be proud of. I mean, how is that a reflection of conservative values?
I just love it when Democrats moralize conservative values. Let's hear it.
I thought, conservatism was about small government and family values. And if family values is making fun of black people and a child and a disease, I don't know where the Republican Party is. I think his legacy is that he paved the way again for the modern Republican Party and Trumpism.
Well, she's about to mock out a black woman who happens to be a conservative in the most despicable way.
You know who tackled prison reform and criminal justice? The First Step Act, that would be President Trump. You know who's investing $75 billion into opportunity zones in cities that were neglected by Democrats? That would be President Trump. So I would say, and I know Sonny has said this before when Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was on the show, let's look at policy over personality. And from what I could tell, the president's been doing a great job, especially for the black community.
Please.
Is this Joy speaking? The same Joy that paraded around in blackface not too long ago? Come on, Joy. I don't think you should be asking these questions. I am
Excuse me.
African-American.
The black community had my back. They know that that was not blackface. That was an homage. Oh, please, just answer the question.
The black community
has your back? The black community has your back?
They do. Sonny,
the black community did not vote for you.
Well,
the black community did not vote for you. What
It was during a special election. Sonny, can I speak?
What planet are you living on?
It was during a special election while we were still under lockdown and I could not talk to people. Can I speak, or are you just going to scream over
this
me?
becomes a big... Listen, Kim, good luck to you. Thanks to Kim Klesik.
That was very
we'll be
immature,
right
but
back.
thank you for having me.
And if family values is making fun of black people...
With a grudge, you need to remember what people have done to you so that they don't get to do it to you again.
No, but
so I remember everything that everybody does to me, and then
But then you do it to me.
Doing it to me.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life.